Hello, my beautiful crafty friends. It's Laurette, the vintage paper girl. Welcome to my studio. Happy New Year for the second or third time this year I've said it. For those of you who missed the first wishes, I hope you're having a lovely 2025. I'm back again one more time because we are filling this beautiful paper pouch. And let's see, I don't know if the last time you saw it, I have added a few pearls. I think that's the only thing I've done. And, you know, a few things you saw me tuck in there. This is a piece that was part of one of our Build Your Stash way back when, Stack Your Stash, probably before some of you newbies were here. But it's a kind of a cool little mini document holder. And I decided it went well with this, so I'm going to add that in. And then we just have this little piece here from the kit that I'm using. And I had pulled out Rachel at Roxy Creations kits to add to this lovely Renaissance piece. So anyway, I've got some pieces that I've started. Now, I showed you these pieces. I don't know if you remember, but I pulled these out of my stash, my Stack Your Stash from last year. And I have decorated up the front of this one. And this one. And this one, I had damaged one of the pieces, so I just ripped it off and created a half tuck. And I've made a pretty card, a tag to go inside. And it's going in there. And then this one, I have created two tags. I've got this one. And these are from our beautiful Renaissance ladies. They're writable tags. This is writable, as you can see. So there's that one. Okay, so those tags are in there. So today I want to add some lace to the edges like I did on this one, just to give it a little bit more strength. And then we're going to make a bunch of different pockets. So that'll be fun for you. There's going to be 1, 2, 3 different types of pockets that are going to fill up this pouch. So I think we're going to have some fun with it, okay? So the first thing is, okay, that one, I just glued that on, so we're ready to go there. How are you? Are you all good? I hope you're all wonderful and you're having a fabulous new year. I thought I would finish off this week with this little project. Now, I taped this mat down so I can't move it around, which is kind of good because it was just floating all over the desk and driving me and probably you nuts. So it's kind of good that I can't move it around. Now I pulled out some lace that I thought would look nice on the edge of this. It's kind of neutral, but sort of, what's the word? I'm thinking, I need a word. It's a special word. Oh, reminiscent of that era, we'll just say. Now I need to move that up to the edge. That is the one thing about the Fabri-Tac or Fabri-Fix, or even the 3-in-1. You can easily move it around if you need to. Okay, I'm going to trim this slightly over. Oh, it's okay there. Okay. I tried to cut them exact, but you know, I always leave a little bit extra so I can trim it up so it looks nice and clean. That way it gets all the way to the edge. I do not want to accidentally glue my tag, so let's not. So what are you guys doing? How are all of you? Are you all healthy and happy? I hope everybody's well. I know some of you have been sick. My granddaughter's got the oldest granddaughter of all the grandchildren, got herself a nasty head cold, and I hope it stays at that and doesn't get any worse. I think she got too tired during the holidays with everything going on. And so she caught herself a nasty cold, sore throat, headache, and then it went to the head cold. So she's not doing great. I've been suffering from massive migraines. It's part of my diagnosis, as you guys know. So nothing to be done for them other than try to ride them out, take my medication, and hope it works, right? Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. So other than that, we're good. I mean, no colds or flu, knock on wood. Superstitious. No, sort of. I mean, is what it is, right? Okay, so now this one is done. And all this was a piece of paper folded in half. You know, we folded in the flaps, then folded it in half and rounded it. We did this in a Stack Your Stash, so I know there's a video for it somewhere because I had a bunch of them. So I decided to use 2 in here. Well, that's not going to stick, is it? I hope I didn't create a sticky spot. Did I create a sticky spot? Just make sure. No, no sticky spot. Okay. So, oh, there we go. My rings are twirling around here. Okay, so there we go. All right. I want to thank you all for your wonderful, kind, uplifting comments over the last few videos. I did get some, as usual, not nice comments. Trying not to let it bother me. You know, I was talking to another YouTube creator, a very big channel YouTube creator. Been around a long time, my mentor, and I was talking to her about the negative comments. And, you know, she said, you know, we can have 500 positive comments and we get that one negative and it just throws us. It does, because we work so hard and try so hard. And I was really offended at the comment because she said, oh, you need to prep more for your videos. Oh my gosh, you guys. I spent more than a day printing, deciding which papers I wanted to use, printing on the back, what things need to be double-sided, what kind of project am I going to do, you know, what do I want it to look like? That all takes time. I'm with my bad legs. I'm running back and forth between my studios printing because my printer isn't in this studio. So I'm going back and forth checking to make sure it printed right on the right paper. Oh my gosh, I ran out of ink, you know, that kind of thing, you know. So it takes a long time to prep for a video, a really long time. And even deciding, you know, what do I want to do? And it's like, some people just seem to feel that you should be able to just whip this out. You guys wanted to see me decorate. Decorating, as I've told you a million times, which is why I kind of balk at doing it on here, takes me time. It takes me some time to pull things out. And when the person complained about the fact that I was searching through a box, I went back and looked at the video and I wasn't searching through it. I was pulling papers for us to use from a scrap box to show you, to demonstrate where the scraps are, how I get them, and what I choose. That was part of the process, was choosing the scraps and the papers and then deciding what to put on. If I have to think about it beforehand and lay it all out, I'm already done with the project. Now there's no point in doing a video. You know what I'm saying? At least not my videos. And I said, well, obviously, to this person, I said, obviously you don't understand what kind of videos I do. I got defensive because I was like, you obviously say, oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Don't understand what I do, how I do it, or why. And that you guys who watch on a regular basis are very happy with my videos. So that's that. All right. So anyway, thank you for all your wonderful comments, and I will do my best not to let this crabby person who thinks they know better, does not have a channel and has no clue what it takes to make a video. Okay, so what I did with this one, sorry, I got to get over my rant here. Okay, so we're having a happy day. This is my happy place, and those of you with negative comments are not allowed. Out, out, out. Clean my area. Get out the negative energy. Okay, so we want to take a piece of 8.5 by 11, although this is probably a little bit smaller because I do have to cut off the white edges. My printer doesn't print to edge. We're going to flip it over, and we're going to use, this one can be white, or it could have a print already on it. You could delete a step if you've got double-sided paper, but I ran out of ink, so I don't have double-sided paper, so I have to use this. Now, where did my, oh, there it goes. Clean my desk. Shouldn't clean my desk, right? We're going to take and we're going to pull the two ends in to meet in the middle. The minute it meets, that's where you stop, and you're going to go ahead and, you know, get that all creased. Then you're going to fold it up right along here. Okay. Now you have the beginnings of this double pocket. This is a double pocket pouch or folio. Then if it's already got printing on this side, you're done. You just fold it in half, and I'll show you in a minute. But if you don't, which I don't on this one, and I want to show you that if you have plain paper, which most people, even in their scrapbook papers, only have single-sided scrapbook paper. So if you're at single-sided scrapbook or single-sided digital paper, because you haven't printed front and back, or you purchase some print and ship, then you aren't going to have anything printed on the back. So this is a great way to do it, right? So we're going to do a double paper here. So what I want to do is washed my mats. Yes, I was a good girl. Well, as clean as this one would come, I'm about to have to replace it. We want to get some glue on this piece. Now you can use glue stick or Fabri-Tac or whatever you like to use. I think I'm going to grab a glue stick for this one. We'll see. We'll try it. And first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to I don't want to cut these flaps off because we need the stability of the flap. So we're going to fold it into the center again, as you can see. But we don't want to do anything more than that, okay? Now we're going to take and put this glue stick. Careful not to close this up there. We're going to go all the way around. And we are going here. What are you guys doing? Are you doing any projects? Creating any new journals for the new year? Are some of you doing the junk journal January? Or the monthly book? I'm not doing any of those this year. I never get them done. I never finish them, so I'm not starting something I'm not going to finish. I'm going to try to do that this year, not start anything I'm not going to finish. All right. Determine your right side up. I'm not going to worry about, I do have to worry about that though. It has to be able to fold up. So I've got that too high. I've got a shadow, so I can't see my fold line. You know, if you can't see your fold line, don't hesitate to ink it so you can find it when you're putting your paper down. Like if you have ink, if you take and you ink this here, then you'll know exactly where everything is. Now you want to burnish this down. That's the word I was looking for earlier. It helps the glue adhere to the paper, especially if you're doing glue stick, because the glue stick is finicky. Now this is our normal little trick. I could have gotten it right to the edge, but I'm not in the mood to fiddle with it today, so not happening, right? Okay, so we're gonna go like this. I'm holding my breath while I cut. Why do I do that? I don't know. Maybe because I feel like if I breathe too hard, I'm going to go over. Isn't that pretty, right? Pretty, pretty. All right. I am going to do a little inking. I'm probably going to have to add some glue. I kind of sense that there's going to be some glue that needs adding. This is your time to ink before you glue anything down. Okay. Anything else down. Now this is going to be a double pocket folio. Now we could either fold it back and put our pockets on the outside and leave the inside for writing, or we can turn it this way and create the double pockets with the folio on the outside, which is what I think I'm going to do. But I'm going to wait a minute. I want it to dry. So you see, if it was already printed on both sides, or you have a double-sided scrapbook paper, this would be a great scrapbook project. We're going to fold it down the middle here. Now, you could add a line of glue if you would like, which I think I will do that just to kind of help it be a pocket. I'm going to just add a little line of glue up there. Well, you guys, I was right. I did have a leak in my bottle, so I had to get out a new Sugar Bell bottle and fill it up with what was in the other bottle, plus some new glue, because honestly, the glue in the bottom of the bottle, because of the air gap, had gotten a little, well, just very thick. So I did end up throwing the bottle and a lot of that glue away. Not a lot, but, you know, about a quarter. So anyway, I have a new bottle. I'm so excited. And a new cap. And by the way, guys, if you buy these from us and you get the set where you get the glue bottle and you get 2 caps or 3 caps or whatever you get, I don't remember what the set is. The bigger one is for your Sugar Bell bottle. The smaller ones that you get are for your art glitter glue or any other small, you know, narrow nib, because it keeps the air out of them, and then you don't have to put a pin in there if you don't want to. I don't. A lot of people stick a pin through these caps. I do not, and I find it to be just fine. So I get less. When I stick a pin in there, it seems like every time I pull the pin out, that glue fills up the nib, and then it dries, and you can't get into it. I only maybe once a day or once every couple days have to stick a pin in the end if I haven't been using the glue, right? So that makes sense because it will just kind of get a little goopy in there. So But anyway, so if you do buy these Sugar Bell bottles from us, and it's the set with the caps, you will get a smaller one. It's a bonus cap that you can use on your smaller glues. It doesn't have to be art glitter glue, but that is how I do it. Right now, I believe we might be sold out. So if you need bottles, go check. If you see it in there or you see the caps in there, grab them, because our suppliers are not shipping right now because they're doing their floor excise tax through the end of January, I believe. So I don't know how quick. We're getting them as we can get them. We get dribs and drabs, but they won't let us do a great big order. So I don't know what the deal with that is. But anyway, so that's what the bottle toppers are that we use for our bottles. These are nice and soft and pliable. We don't use the hard ones because they tend to let the air in. The soft caps are what we use and sell because they keep the air out of your glue. Okay, so just a little tip there. If you're new, which I have a lot of new people, sorry guys, I know you're tired of this. If you've been with me a while, I apologize. But new people are like, what shop? What are you talking about? Because I'll get messages. What shop? This is our shop. The one we created for you guys specifically to be able to buy things like Sugar Bell bottles and, you know, a variety of things that I use in my videos, okay? So I'm going to let that dry a little bit, and we'll come right back to it, I promise. We're going to move on to the next one. Again, another 8.5 by 11. So if you're using scrapbook paper, you could use 8 by 11, or you don't have to use 8.5, because I'm sure this isn't 8.5. I'm sure it's more like 8, because I have to cut off the white. So actually, what does it end up being? Why should I guess? Why don't we just look, right? 8.25 here because I lose about a quarter. 10 3/4. So I lose a quarter when my printer takes a quarter white all the way around. So anyway, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to fold it in thirds, and you just kind of want it. I just did it by eye. I try to get the first one where I want it, and then I fold this over, and then I work with it a little bit until I get it where it's even. Then I take and I burnish it down. Let me find my bone folder. This is an ergonomic bone folder. We don't sell these. I should look into it, see if it's possible. And then you're going to take a corner of one page, the very first half, what's going to be your cover, and you're going to fold it in a little bit, and you're going to leave about a 1/2 inch. Well, you can have this as deep as you want it. If you want it to go all the way to the edge, you can, and get a deeper. I didn't want a super deep pocket. I just wanted a pocket, okay? So then you're going to burnish it down, and what you're going to have is we're going to close this up here. You're going to have a pocket here. You're going to open it up, and you can either add more pockets, a belly band, sheets of paper, whatever floats your boat, okay? And we'll see what we're going to do when we get down to decorating. Now, at this point, I could cut this off because I don't need all of that. And it does give me a little cutie piece that I could put down here or somewhere and make a little tuck. So I could do that, and maybe we will, okay? But first thing I am going to do before I close this up is I am going to just lightly, if you're an inker, go ahead and do that now. I'm going to probably cut that off, so I think I'll wait to ink the rest. I just wanted to get the side, the part where it's going to glue down. Let me get some more ink. I use Distress ink in Vintage Photo for those of you who are new to that. I do have to ink this a little bit. Sorry, it has to be inked for me. I don't like the white. And then I think I'm going to trim the bottom up just a bit. It's a little tall to put into a journal, so I don't want it to be so tall. I'll come back and ink the rest in a bit. Put that there. I have this little piece, which I think is just adorable. I think I will put it there. It's still my knight in shining armor here still shows. You can't hardly see it up there. Someone said one of my pieces looked like a bird nest. I got a kick out of that. It's like, no, it wasn't. It's just that it was a darker piece, and you could hardly tell what it was. So we changed to the this one here. We changed to the bigger, lighter piece because the other one was a darker piece, and it just didn't look good. She's right. It did look like a bird's nest. I giggled. I thought, how funny. She's right. Looks like a bird's nest. You don't see those things when you're making it, but you guys do. If I go back and watch the video, I see it, right? Yeah, I think we'll add that little pocket there. That'll be fun. I have to do a very fine line. It's like a little tuck. It's not even a pocket. So we could just put something small in there. I'm going to put it, oh, you know what? I'm going to wait a second. I just realized, remember I said I thought I might trim this up, and I'm going to. I'm going to make it just a tad shorter. I can always re-glue. There. I just wanted to take off a little bit. So now the piece is, when you cut it down, a little under 8 inches. So if you're using an 8 or 8.5 inch journal page, it will fit a little bit better, right? So there we go. Now I am going to go ahead and ink that because I'm going to put that on there. Now I'm going to re-glue. Put your fingers where you don't want your glue so you don't end up closing it up. This glue dries super fast, so I already know it was dry enough that it wasn't going to stick well. Move it up and put it on here. Use your bone folder to adhere the two pieces together. I try to be a fanatic about that, you know. Glue is kind of thick today with the cold, so okay. Oh, guys, did you just hear that? I don't know if it came across on the video. It was a hawk. He must be close by. He comes down every now and then, drinks out of the fountain outside my window. He's a big one. Oh, he's a big boy. He's a scary boy, too. All right, let's go ahead and close. Well, let's see. Do I want to decorate in here? No, I don't think so. If I do any decorating, it would be there. I think I would leave that open or put something up there, but nothing that I can't close this. So think about, before you close this, do I want to do any decorating? Am I doing any decorating? And if you are, do your decorating before you close up your pieces. It's best to leave them open until the very last second. And once you close them, there's no, you know, you have to rip them open after that, and you take a chance of damaging your project. So pocket number 2 is done, or folio number 2, whatever you want to call it. This is a kind of a tri-fold pocket. And we're going to call it a double because you got 1, 2. Depends if you put it down on the page a certain way. If you glued it and left this open, you can have a pocket there. Then you open it like this, and you could have strips of paper here for writing, or you could have more pockets. I haven't decided yet what we're going to do, but we will do something. I'm hoping this is dry. It's thick now because I've got a couple layers of paper here. Especially if you're using scrapbook paper, it's going to be a little bit thicker. And this is 32-pound weight bright white copy paper by Hammermill. So it, you know, if you take 32, you've got 64. This is now the equivalent of 64 weight. And because we did glue that, I do have a little bit of a bubble, but so I take the corner of my bone folder because it's going to be thick right through there, but that's okay. We're not going to trim that. That's a pocket. We can't close. We can't do anything with that. Now at this point is where I would do my any kind of rounding. I want to round anything. Do I want to round more than that? No, no, I think, well, I could. I've never done that, but we could see. I've made a million of these. I probably have a video for this somewhere. I know I do. Way back in the beginning. I did these that long ago, a couple years ago. 2 to 3 years ago I did these. So 2 years at least, for sure. I had a video for these. So I just went back and watched old videos and looked at pictures and go, I need some pockets. What do I want to do? Oh, no, I think I found this in my idea book, actually. This was in my idea book. I do the big version of these for journals, too, in the 12 by 12s. All right, let's again. I want to... Oh, I left my little desk vacuum on my counter in the bathroom charging. Ah. Oh, I love that little desk vacuum, you guys. Oh, it's the best thing since white bread and peanut butter. Love it. It's going to be my new favorite tool. I opened it up to clean it out. Of course, I'm going to warn you, if you do get it, be sure you open it over the garbage can. It was all in my lap. It was full. I was shocked how quickly. Well, there was a lot of room. It will take a lot of cleanup mess, but it works so well. I'm very impressed. I got it off Amazon. So, all right, there we are. 2 pockets down. Let's go to the third, and then we will decorate. Let me check my time just to make sure I'm doing okay. Haven't gotten out of crazy hand here. It's only 25 minutes, so here we go. These are all pieces I pulled out to decorate the pockets with. Now this pocket. This is going to be another 8.5 by, or 8.25 by a 10 3/4. We're going to assume that that's what it's going to be, right? Oh, while I had this out, you guys, I need to think here. I do want to round my corners on this, so I just feel like it gives it such a finished look. I love it. So then I'm gonna round these right here. Before we go on, I just had that immediate, what did I want to, whoops, wrong one. Wrong color. We'll go to that pocket. Sorry, I had a squirrel moment. I get them. You know that. You know I have squirrel moments. It reminds me, this little corner needs it too. If something comes open that you've already glued, just add some glue. No biggie. And I definitely like inking this one because this is very a Renaissance kind of, I'm going to say grungy, but old would be very old. Can't remember what the era was. That the 1600s? I don't remember. I got to go look that up in my art book. Okay. So that one's all inked and ready to go. All the corners are done. This one's inked and ready to go. All the corners are done. Now we're ready to go on to our, excuse me, I'm going to get a drink of water. It's lunchtime and I need to stall off some lunch. Okay, so again, we're going to take this, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to fold this piece of paper up. For those of you that like measurements, I will do them for you. 2 inches, right around 2, 1 3/4 to 2 inches. There it is. I knew it was here. And then we're going to take and we're going to make this meet all the way down. We're going to cover that for just a minute. So you're going to make this piece of paper come over here. And we're going to meet up right there. And we're going to burnish it down. This is going to be a double pocket fold. And we're going to slip this one inside that, just like that. Now, if you want to make this taller, you could fold it only to, pardon me, you could fold it only, this paper is thick, right to here and create a taller pocket. Right? And that will give you a taller one that you're going to have a pocket here and a pocket here, and this end are open, right? So then you have, maybe I'll do that. I've always done it where you put it all the way down and do it. So do I want to, well, we can change our minds, right? I'm a woman. I can change my mind. It's my prerogative, right? I'm going to push it down in just a little bit past the pocket. Fold it. Yes, I'm going to have a fold line, but I'll cover it with some lace. That's fine. I can do that. See this fold right here? I can just cover that with lace or another piece of paper. Okay, so let's burnish this down really good. Put it underneath the flap of the pocket. Now, you're going to want to close. That's going to be a problem, huh? All right, so now we're going to put we're going to do this one different because we're not putting it down deep inside, but we're gonna just put a little glue there. Make sure we don't close it. We want to keep a tube, right? So check to make sure you don't close up your tube. I think I've got some glue there where I shouldn't have it. So feel in there, make sure you got any glue that's gonna mess with you. I'm gonna burnish that down. and let it dry for a second. And we're going to close it like that. So now we have pocket. Oh no, I just closed the pocket. What am I doing? What a dingbat. Okay, maybe this isn't going to work. Okay. Basically, there's no gluing on this because what you're going to do is you're going to fold it. How is that going to work? Yeah, I see why I folded it down. I remember now. I'm just going to fold it down the way I originally was going to do it. Sorry, you guys. I didn't mean to confuse you. Get a piece of paper, fold it up 2 inches, bring this one down to meet the other one. Put it down in here, and where you have to close it is right here. You have to have something for it to glue onto, or you close the tube. We need a tube. You'll see why in a minute. So we're going to go up there. I forgot what I was doing. Sorry, brain fade. I had a glitch in my program. Okay, there we go. All right, we just want to put a little glue, but we still need to leave the tube. See what I'm saying? You need a tube there, and you need the tube so you can see all the way through, right? Oh my gosh, your friend is a nutball. Okay, now we're going to take and fold this in half. This is what I was trying to do unsuccessfully. Very unsuccessfully. Okay, so when you open it, ta-da, you have a pocket, a pocket, a pocket, a pocket. Long way around. I don't know. I was trying to reinvent the wheel. You got to have some place for this to close. Now, I see I've got an edge that I don't want. Where'd it go? Where is it? There it is. Just a tiny little overlap. There we go. All right. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we've got 4 pockets. Let's use our bone folder and get a nice sharp crease. We need it to be sharp. Push down with your bone folder. And if you have this type of bone folder, same thing, you would just do it this way. There's a bunch of different kinds. We used to sell them in our shop, but Etsy put us out there with eBay and everybody, and oh my gosh, it was crazy. I won't tell you what happened, but it wasn't good for our shop, let's put it that way. So we had to pull them for a little while. Okay, so we'll bring them back. So we have a pocket, a pocket, a pocket, a pocket, okay? So now we are going to go like this. And we're going to close up the ends. We're going to ink the end. Close up the end. No, we want the end open. Open, open, open. Open, open, open. Do you guys remember, those of you who are old enough to remember Mervyn's? Open, open, open. I love that commercial. She had her face smashed to the glass going, open, 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 for the big sales. Oh, they had the best sales, Mervyn's. I miss that store. It was one of my favorite places to buy stuff. I bought a lot of my vintage Santas there at Christmas. They used to bring them out at Christmas every year. Mervyn's had its own Santa, Old World Santa. Gorgeous. Used to bring them out every year at Christmas. Oh, so quite a few of mine came from there. My family would always look for them and go buy them for me for Christmas when the kids were young. Okay, we could fold it back just to get a little bit there. Okay, let's go here. I've thoroughly inked the bejeezies out of this. Okay, let me get... I am going to round the corners on the edges. Yes, yes, yes. I might have to add some glue. We'll see. The bee's knees. Bee's knees. That's what I'm trying to say. Boy, my verbiage is bad today. I slept good last night. I don't know what the deal with that is. I don't usually sleep, so maybe that's my problem. Did I get too much sleep? I probably did. Okay, Yay! Pocket, 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 pocket. Now, if this is bugging you because it's kind of open right here, you could put just a drop of glue up the middle very carefully. Just a bit to keep that pocket from coming open for the separation. So you have some separation right here. There. So there we go. 4 pocket fold over. That's cute, right? I like it. I'm happy with it. So we have 3 new things to go into our beautiful thing there. Let me see what time we have so I know how much time I have to decorate. And what do I want to start with? Oh, we got time. Okay. Got about 25 minutes, hopefully. And that 25 minutes will go like that. So I think this mat is crooked. I think I put it on there crooked. I put a piece of tape back there, but not like a piece of masking tape. So there's, now, I will admit, I did glue stuff onto one of my pieces upside down, so I need to be careful with these prints that I don't do it upside down. So here we have all these beauties. Who do I want to go on what? No, I think she would be pretty on there. She blends into that too much. I don't know. I have this cute little girl. Maybe she would go on there. And then this one maybe on here. Do I like that? Glue her on that and then put that on there. I do like that, I think. It's very bold. I don't think I'm going to use these 2. This one already is very heavily decorated. I don't feel like it needs... I think it needs some lace, and maybe needs a pocket, but I don't feel like it needs anything else. So I think that's where we're at with this. Now this I would like a band of lace through there, and I'm trying to think, what do I have that's a band of lace? Yes, I don't have it figured out. Goodness. Okay. I'm getting crabby, huh? I'm looking for something that I think would work. Oh, did I show you? I finished my lace tray. Squirrel. There we go. Squirrel. There's some of my laces. Yay. So I'm going to think, do I want to use one of these in there? I think I need to order some more of this. I'm almost out. I know we carry this in the shop. I think we carry this one in the shop. And this one. But not those. So I know we carry this one, and this one. We carry this pretty, I call it waterfall or something. So let me, yes, I like that. It kind of has a stained glass look to the lace. I was looking for a lace that had a lovely stained glass look. Get some scissors. It only took me a second to figure that out, but why some people feel that needs to be all decided in advance, I don't know till I do it. That's not the way art works, people. Okay, so I love this. I'm going to get some more of these and put more of my laces in them because you can see, and it's easy. Oh my gosh. I do keep a plastic bag over it, though, to keep the dust out, because I live in a rural area that they're building new homes every 5 minutes, and so it is dusty as can be here. Now, I do have to figure out the top from the bottom. Good thing it's a bright sunny day today. There's a little bit of overcast, but not, it's very thin. Alrighty, so let's glue this on. I like to use the zigzag because it gets more territory here, more real estate. I'll put that upside down. This is a very heavy lace, and we do carry this is our waterfall lace. No, this is our edge lace. Excuse me. This is the edge lace. The gold one was the waterfall. This is an edge lace. I think this is the European edge lace. But you can get it in the shop. Perfect for a project like this. My hands aren't shaking, but the scissors sure look like they were because I'm trying to keep them still and not cut my cardboard. I mean, my paper. Well, it feels like cardboard. It's really thick now with a 64 pound with the two together. Okay, am I making sense today, guys? I hope I am. I've had so many days of migraines that I'm Starting to feel like I don't know how to talk anymore. Okay. There. Oh, I wish I had my little vacuum. My hubby's outside, or I'd have him bring it to me. I'll just make a pile and vacuum it up later. I love vacuuming. Now, on my desk, not on the floor. All right, now we want to add this young lady, and she's going to need some glue here. Do I want any lace under her? I'm thinking, do I have anything super sheer that would look lovely under there? And yes, this does take me time. Now, let's see. I want to layer this. I think layering is a good way to go. Let's put that on there. I don't like the edges, so I'm going to get rid of that and that. Put that there. I'm going to put her on there. You see a little lace, not a ton. I might have cut it a bit too short, but that's okay. We'll just put it on there anyway because we like the look of that. We like that look, right? So again, we're going to zigzag that on there, and we're going to go around a square, try to catch as much of the lace as we can. If you kind of drag it up the piece a little bit, it sort of smooths out your lace. Now, I am wearing nail polish, so I don't want to ruin it with this Fabric Fix or Fabri-Tac. I use Fabric Fix, actually. I always say Fabri-Tac because you guys know it that way. Boy, that new bottle of glue that I put in there, whew, it's smelly, smelly, smelly. A little pile over there. We'll deal with that later. Okay, so it can move around, so I'm gonna move it around while I can before it dries on me. And this lady here, this image came from Rachel at Roxy Creations, her Renaissance kit. Okay, now this is very substantial feeling. I want you to know with all these layers. There's 1, 2, 3. There's 3, 4, 5 layers there, and this piece feels very substantial. It's got a good, feels yummy in your hand, and then you've got this double pocket where you can put in tags. So I'm going to have to come up with, you know, some kind of tag or something to put in there. So I'll have to see what I've got in my stash that I can make to go in there. And this could use a piece of lace right there, I think. I kind of know what I have in mind because I want to keep my laces. That is one thing. When I'm working on a project, I do try to keep my laces consistent throughout my project. So I've been using a lot of this, so I'm going to continue to do so. And I'm going to cut this where it's going to fit just right there. I now have 3 pairs of scissors on my desk, so they're building up. I'm still in my, even though it's a new year, still using tons of scissors on my desk. But I believe in using the right tool for the right project. So I have fabric scissors, and I have little scissors, and I have sticky scissors, and I have big scissors. So yes, I usually have a whole lot of tools on my desk when I'm done with a project. Now I need to see this right and wrong side. There is one on this lace for sure. So I'm going to put this right here. Make sure I get enough glue. And I do use Fabri-Fix and Fabri-Tac are made fabric to fabric, fabric to paper, paper to paper. It will glue on metal and wood and a whole lot of other things. So that's the cool part about this particular product. I love it because it glues everything. I really haven't found much it doesn't work on. It just depends on the look you want and how patient you are and if you can tolerate the scent of it because it's kind of strong. But since my nose is stuffy today, it's not too bad. Isn't she pretty? Right? I think that's pretty. I'm thinking I'm on another piece up there, maybe. I don't know, but I want it to go up. Like a little crown almost. Maybe. Yeah, I kind of like that. I'm going to cut right through there. I try to cut my pieces very evenly. So I can use them and not have to do a lot and lose a lot. Very careful with my laces. Put a lot of glue up there. I know now you can't really see the blue, but that's okay. I'm all right with that. I'm okay with it. Okay. It frames out her picture really nicely. Oh, darn, I got a little bit of glue on there. This is a glue eraser. We do sell these in our shop. I think we still have some. I'm not positive. If you don't see something in the shop, don't hesitate to contact my daughter. Jolene is my partner. So if you contact her in the shop and you say, hey, Jolene, do you have these anywhere? Or are you expecting any? And those of you who have, you know, if you've asked, many of you, she has busted her cute little bottom to get whatever you need for you. She will try to get it if she can. If she can't, she tells you, or when she thinks it might come in. Now, I'm going to tell you this. If she tells you, hey, yeah, I'm going to put those up in a few minutes, go get them immediately, and you don't, you're out of luck. Things sell out fast in our shop. Right now, especially any bottle toppers or sugar bell bottles, certain things that we have limited amounts of or having trouble getting, or anybody's having trouble getting, and everybody is having trouble getting them, then you got to get on it. Don't go, oh, I'll go later. It will be gone, and we can't hold it. We won't do that. I mean, unless you're prepaying something. Okay, I like that. I feel like it's going to need pearls. Pearls, pearls, pearls. Oh my gosh, I went through so many pearls last couple days. I need to get out Pearl Shop. I keep saying that. I'm going to have to just get online and come up with some new pearls. I get my favorites. I'm like everybody else. Do you do that? You like something, so you use it over and over, and then suddenly you can't get it, and you're like, no. That's me. So I get used to something, and I do not like it when I can't get what I'm used to. So these are pretty sticky. I'm going to try them without glue, see if they stick. This is a bigger pearl than I usually use. This is a different type of pearl. I've gotten glue on there with my sticky fingers. Okay, so I'm going to use my hand sanitizer to get rid of my sticky fingers so I do not keep getting glue. And this does not hurt my nails, so actually helps keep the art glitter, the glues off the nails. So I'm doing that because I don't want sticky fingers all over their images. And then I have to use my little glue stick here, my glue eraser. These things are fabulous. I don't know if we still have some. I think we do. I have to go look. I really should, before I do a glue, check the shop, but it really doesn't do me any good because I could start this video and by the time I'm done, we could have 11 new sales. And this shop we designed specifically for you guys. Oh, by the way, guess what else we're going to design for you? We're going to do a Facebook page for the Vintage Paper Girls. I think we're going to call it Vintage Paper Girl Crafters, or Crafters of the Vintage Paper. No, Vintage Paper Girl Crafters. I think that's what I want to name it. And it's going to be on Facebook, and there will be a direct link to join. And of course, you can look it up on Facebook. Once I get it up, I'll let you know when we've launched it. I will do an announcement on here. And the reason we're doing it, and I know a lot of you aren't on Facebook, I'm sorry, but those of you who are, that way you can check messages. You haven't seen me in a while. There may be a message on there that says I'm ill, or I'm taking a break, or something happened, or here's when the next one's coming out. I will also put maybe a project on there or something, or the work that I finished, so you can go see what I did. You will also have a chance to excuse me, add your work that was inspired by my work. So basically, if you made anything, any of these projects that we did, that you were inspired by me directly to go and make it, you can put that project on there. So you can share your work. You won't be able to sell. You won't be able to promote your shop or your work on that channel. But of course, you promote it yourself on your own channel or somewhere else where you're allowed to do it. I don't like that there. I wonder if I can take it off. Sometimes it rips the paper and damages the pearls. I'm going to put it there. Yeah, now I'll have to add some glue probably. I didn't push it down that hard. Sometimes I don't. I wait, and then a lot of this stuff is super duper sticky, and it sticks to the paper so much that if I try to take it off, it will rip the paper. Make sure it's all glued on there well. Now it's on there. Okay. I don't want to rip it off and damage the picture. I got lucky. Sometimes I get lucky. Okay, so that one's decorated. Now the inside you could decorate, but I don't really know that you need to. I mean, maybe you could put like a little band of color. I do have some. Where did I put them? Let's see if I have any bands cut or if I'm going to have to go cut some pieces. I pretty much have been using up everything that yeah, I pretty much used up all my pieces. Oh, no, wait, that's the wrong one. That could be why. Where's my other one? Hello, where'd it go? Hello, where are you? Oh, it's caught between the kits. Sorry about that. Oh. Okay, now, where are we? Here we are. So I'm getting quite a gaggle of things on my desk here. Sorry about that loud sound. Oof, that got to me too. So I want to see if I have any little bits of paper just to decorate with. That would be cute. I know there are some, but I think yes, I have used them all. I could cut some more. It's not like I can't. You know what? I can always cut some more for this. I don't even know if I want to use those on this, or if I don't think I'm going to be making this envelope now. I'm probably not. What do we have here? So I was thinking we could just put a strip of paper across the bottom. Those are too wide. Let's see what kind of leftovers I have. I have leftovers. This is that one you guys asked me to do with you guys. I just don't know that I will because I'm getting kind of tired of this project. So what I'll do is maybe I'll make it in another paper because this is kind of my template anyway. So I may just not do that one. I know you guys wanted to see that folio decorated, but I feel like I'm kind of hitting the end of this project with these. Once I fill these pockets, I think that's all that's going to go in here. That's going to put, you know, 5 big pockets plus a few bits and pieces. And I think that's plenty for that project because then I'd have to just charge a humongous amount of money and I don't want to do that. Let me see. Okay, let me cut some of these down. That's what scraps are for, right? Yay, we can decorate with scraps. Okay, let's see. It's funny. I'll start a project and think it's going to go, yeah, that's too much like that. I think it's going to go in a certain direction. It goes in a completely different direction. You just never know, right? You don't know where your project's going to go. I never know. My creative brain goes where it wants to. And if I suddenly say, I'm sick of this project, I've done all I'm going to do on it, this is it, then that's that. I'm going to create myself a pretty little strip. I would go grab my other strips, but I really wanted something specific to this. Yeah, there we go. But I'm going to leave those out because, remember, we have other things to decorate. So I can glue this on here across the bottom. I could glue it on as like a little mini tuck that you could just tuck something in there if you really wanted to. So maybe that's what I'll do. I'm going to go, and I'll round the corners. Oops, I got a glue burble. Got a bubble. Okay. I'm just going to glue it across the bottom. I know that's making it even thicker in that middle, right? Whoops, I didn't take that into account. And sometimes we don't. You know, we're getting creative and we're going along, and all of a sudden. So the next time you see this project, it will be completed. I am not going to be going all the way through because it's almost done now. I don't really feel like there's too much left to do other than, you know, decorate every little piece, which I'll try to get as far as I can on here today, because I'm going top to bottom decorating here. Like cut this to match. And then inking it to match. I'm going to have to add some more glue. I didn't get enough glue on there. Oh, I'm hungry. I need to go get some lunch. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to have today. Probably nothing exciting. Unless I send hubby out to get something, but I'm not going to. It's not good for me. Gonna try it. Well, I can't. I'm never going to break my junk food habit. I've had it my whole life. Probably because I started working at McDonald's at 14. And basically grew up eating it. So, okay. That just adds a little something. Unfortunately, give me a second here. Oh. I was just getting out some paper. This way you can get your edge, but you don't get it on the piece behind it. There. It's inked, but no. Those are just scraps of stuff that I've cut off that are non-sticky back paper, you know, that you use so that you can. Now you have a pocket, and you've got two little tucks right here. So you can put some little goodies in there. And then this is my outside. I feel like this needs lace along here. I just don't know what I want to use. If I want to use something. Oh gosh, that whole thing moved on me when I was working on it. Darn. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I want a little, I could use a dangle lace, but I don't know that I have any short dangle lace. Let me look real quick. Let me grab a couple of things. Here we go. This is that gorgeous, gorgeous lace. Ooh. Oh, I found it. Boy, did I find it. I found it. Yeah, I love this stuff. Isn't it stunning? Oh, it's so beautiful. It's perfect for this era. It just fits it so perfect. Elegant, but not over fussy. Yeah, that's the right side. Okay, here we go again. Let's add some more. See what happens? I look at something and then I see it needs something else. I don't always know. I mean, if you're basic in your crafting, yes, it's easy. If you got a formula, it's easy. I don't do a lot of, I do a formulas. Yes, don't get me wrong, I do. But when I'm doing this type of project, not necessarily. If I'm making standard journal cards or tags or whatever, I can do the formula. But this is a very specific project that requires specific look. Okay. Oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Might be a bit much. But that's okay. That ear was a bit much. Isn't that pretty? I don't know if you can see the sheen, but it's not like sparkly shiny. It just has that old glow of the glow of old gold. Then you open it, and this is what you have. And you just pop your things in here. I'll just pop these in here for the moment just so you get the idea. Okay, that's that one finished. And we are at the hour mark, so I'm debating whether to go over and decorate the other two. But really, there's not much left to do on this one. This one's just going to get some laces here and here, and maybe a little something there, and then I'll have to make a tag to go in there. Then I'm going to open this, and I think I'm going to put a clear belly band right here because I want to see him. And maybe I'll put a pocket here. So I think that's probably all that's going to happen there. And this one's just going to get the little girl on the front. And if I can find any labels or anything that would look good with that, I will. Maybe put a piece of lace here. And, you know, some cards or tags in those. If I make anything special, of course, I'll put it on a video. But I'm pretty much thinking you guys have had enough of the whole Renaissance thing. And you're probably ready for me to, you know, just be done with this, right? I wouldn't blame you. It's quite a bit to, it's a very, with all the stained glass, intricate patterns that I don't generally work with. They're kind of tough on the eye if you know, make your eye really search and work hard there. So, you know, I could see where maybe this might just be too much for some of you to just keep seeing over and over. So I think that's going to be it for this. The next time you see this gorgeous pouch, it will be all filled up with whatever, you know, I got finished. But yeah, I think that's enough decorating for this. I just think that would just be kind of getting redundant, and you guys are going to get sick of it and not really want to watch it. So I will thank you for watching this and watching me decorate today. It was lots of fun. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you on Weekend Crafting with the Vintage Paper Girl, and hopefully not too long after that, an announcement for our new Facebook group. So I'll see you all very soon, you guys. Hugs and kisses. I love you. Mwah. Bye-bye.